I saw on CNN John King. John King, he is the ex-husband of Dana Bash, and they still work together. They have a kid together. But I often tell you, CNN is the CIA. How do you think they got all these bureaus all over the world when they were just starting out? Those are CIA stations, okay? And Dana Bash's other husband that she got the Bash name from is a senior CIA guy, Anderson Cooper, CIA. And CNN is used by the deep state to push their agenda through. That's it. Okay? I mean, I don't even think that's an opinion. I believe that is a fact. So John King, who is one of their operatives over there, did a very strange pro-Trump story where he interviewed women that hate Trump but are voting for him. And it's a sympathetic story. Here's the first one.
Sarcone plans to vote for Trump is a big change. She backed Haley in the caucuses, and when we first met a year ago, Sarcone said she would vote for Biden if 2024 ended up as a 2020 rematch. But grocery prices are still high, she says, and her real estate business is slow.
I would describe myself as being resigned, I suppose, to voting for Donald Trump. Again, I can't vote for the status quo. And I was absolutely better off during Donald Trump's presidency than I am today.
Right, I say Kamala Harris, you say?
I'd say far left. I'd say woke. I'd say sidestepping. I'd say not truthful.
Okay, so, and there's a second woman. So this woman here, they've been following her. She's an Iowa voter, so they talked to her during the Iowa caucuses. She voted for Nikki Haley, but said in the general election she would vote for Joe Biden. But now she's voting for Donald Trump. CNN has her on. And what do they cite her for? She's because of grocery prices. She's the new walk-away movement. The walk-away movement is being featured on CNN. And she is voting for Donald Trump, who she can't stand. She thinks he's all these things. But she's doing it out of survival for herself and her family because she can't afford food. So, now, then John King, he leaves her and he goes and talks to another woman.
I see Kamala and I see Walz as being so far left that it concerns me. I'm comfortable with Trump. We had 4 years of Trump. We know what Trump is. I'm not voting for him to be my Valentine. I'm not voting for him to be my best friend. But I see...
Okay, so that CNN's the same story. So here they have another woman who hates Trump. She thinks he's a terrible person. But we know Trump, she says. And what does she mean by that? We weren't hungry. We could afford things. Another woman, both of them women, and they look to be those suburban moms. The second woman, they interviewed her at her kid's baseball diamond. He was at practice. The first woman, I don't know, they interviewed her in looked like a restaurant or a store or something. But they have, if you watch the mainstream media, they're always talking about suburban women. These are two suburban women, suburban white women. They hate Trump. They're lifelong Democrats. They've openly in the past said they were going to vote for Biden and other Democrats, not Trump because they hate him. And here they are struggling to survive and support their families, so they're voting for Trump, even though they hate him. So what's CNN's doing here? They're helping Trump, right? Absolutely. And they're doing it in a very sophisticated way. What this story is about is letting women know, hey, Trump's this, he's that, grab him by the this and all this stuff, but it's okay to vote for him. It's the right thing to do to support your family, feed your kids. CNN does a story letting Democrat women, suburban moms and mothers know that even though Trump is all these things that are terrible, behind J6, a racist, all this stuff, it's okay to vote for him. It's what you got to do so you can feed your family. That's CNN John King. That's what that story is. So why is CNN doing that? No, I'm not going to troll for calls and fill up the phones for half an hour and have everybody guess and tell everybody they got it wrong and then at the end of the show tell you the reason. I'm just going to tell you. I hate when people do. That's called killing time on the air. I love when I listen to people do that, and then somebody gets the answer right, and they say no because they don't want it to end. Sometimes like the first person. It's like that episode of WKRP where they edited the songs together. You guys ever see that, Mike? No. Oh, Mike probably never saw it. You ever see WKRP in Cincinnati? You think so? Yeah, it's good. It's a good show. So why CNN doing this? Telling lifelong Trump-hating liberal women who believe in abortion on demand and all this stuff to vote for Donald Trump. It's okay, CNN's John King is saying. And the women they chose were very interesting women. They were both white women, both suburban women, but two different types of women. Okay? Which I'm not going to get into that, but they, What CNN is doing for the deep state, as crazy as this sounds, the deep state through CNN is working to bring Trump back to the presidency.
What? What? Did Brian just say what I thought I heard him say?
The deep state through CNN is working to bring Trump back to the presidency. The deep state through CNN is working to bring Trump back to the presidency. There was a guy that called in towards the end of the show yesterday from Coconut Creek who was like clinically depressed. Him and Steve. Oh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, we're going to lose. I got no worry in the world. And this story that I just shared with you is one of the reasons I don't have a worry in the world. Because CNN, the deep state, the CIA, the deep state that's been after Trump brought down Biden. They got him to drop out. Remember, CNN's the one that really, it's not Pelosi. CNN put the screws, okay, to Biden. They did the debate with Trump. They protected Trump. They did the debate properly. They did that debate to get Biden out. And then they did a lot of programming to push Biden out. Fake Tapper and Dana Bash brought down Biden. Not Pelosi, not Obama. I know Pelosi took credit for it last night at the convention. I did what I had to do. No, CNN, the deep state brought down Biden. This is what the deep state at CNN are trying to do. The Democrat Party has been taken over by the CCP, okay, and Islamic terrorist supporters. And the deep state wants the Democrats to lose big, so they can cleanse the Democrat Party of these Muslim terrorist sympathizers and supporters, and some of them may even be Islamic terrorists, and as much of the CCP as they possibly can, and get control of the party again. They're trying to do a party cleanse, kind of like a colon cleanse, but they're trying to cleanse themselves of these very destructive people inside the Democrat Party. Look at the squad. How many squad members have been lost now? 2? You think that just happened? No. So that's what's in play here. And I know this seems very sophisticated. I know it may seem crazy. Some of you may think what I'm doing is wishful thinking. But no, I think that's really what is going on.
Wow. That's a lot to process there. A lot to process mentally. And if you want to process what Brian just said, you could check out what he said on a link below to a show today where he talks even more extensively about CNN wanting Donald Trump to win. That's a hard one to get around. I'm still trying to process that. Processing.